live on Yay or Nay if you guys thought that we went to the moon and back. And I guess they didn't want you guys to know that. So that the cut out of there. They blocked you guys from seeing it. You see how the truth just hits you in your face? That's a sidebar. But now what we're going to do, guys, let's concentrate on what we're doing now. This live is about, are you able or do you know how to survive without power? Whether it be 90 days, uh, let's say 3 weeks, because I've done that, but I live in Florida. Because of the hurricanes, we can get by for like a good 3 weeks of survival. But because we have the survivalness in us to do so without the power or running water, even things like that. So we Floridians, I think we're ahead of the game, along with other states, especially like the countryside. Now they really know how to survive, okay? A lot of my family in Georgia knows how to survive. So my thoughts are if anything catastrophic happened, that I could just head out to Georgia really, really, really quickly. I'm talking about like in the country part to my cousin's house. The very, very rural part, I should say, no disrespect, because I love both. I'm alkaline. So I wanted to share this with you guys because something big is about to happen, just as Hassan Campbell said. And I've been telling you guys about the grids. I've been warning you because they've already spoken of it. The MP3. Sorry guys, my allergies. One moment, okay? Okay, I'm back. But anyways, I've been telling you guys about this throughout my 3.1K videos because this is my sector. I have a bachelor's in criminal justice. We had to do a lot of virtual class assignments on things like this, guys. Break-in robberies, traffic stops, drug busts, anything you name. I had to do all that before I got my 2 degrees, okay? And then I got my job or whatever. But okay, it says 11 preps to survive 90 days. But again, you want to concentrate on 72 hours so you don't overwhelm yourself. And secondly, if you have a family, of course you want to do more than 72 hours, but make sure there's dry food. But um I'll let the video tell the story, okay? Let's begin.
Went out right now and stayed out for 90 days, would you and your family be okay? Not just alive, but actually okay. Because here's what most people
5G
don't realize
towers.
until it's too late. The first 48 hours of a blackout is when 90% of people burn through their entire supply of food, water, and options. And then they're completely at the mercy of whatever happens next. But what I'm about to show you in the next few...
Guys, please take this video seriously because it's very important. This is one of the things that we have not experienced yet. Other countries abroad, they have. I give it to them too, but it's been in the worst way, such as Iran, what they're having to go through now. But however, I'm going to leave them out of it because I'm not behind the scenes, but somebody's not doing something right. This is why this is happening. And it's most certainly not Mr. Trump, President Trump. Let's continue.
Next few minutes will put you in the top 5% of prepared people who can ride out a 3-month grid down scenario without panic, without desperation, and without having to depend on anyone else. I'm Zach. I've been prepping since 2012, and I've spent over a decade testing, refining, and actually using the gear and strategies that work versus the stuff that just sounds good on paper.
Right.
And today, you're getting the exact 11-item
Wow,
checklist that
Zach,
covers
good for
everything from keeping
you.
your family fed and
Since
hydrated,
2012,
staying warm,
he must
staying
have watched
healthy, and
the movie
maintaining
2012.
communication when the rest of the world is going dark. No theory, no fluff. Just battle-tested preps that I personally rely on and that you can start implementing today.
And that's exactly what I've been doing, guys. This is why I've been able to share with you guys. I brought all the stuff out that I have all together just to put it on my dining room table or do it in the kitchen or wherever I was shooting the video to show you guys of all this stuff. And I've been doing this from day one since I've been on YouTube. I've been on YouTube as a non-content creator for 9 to 10 years, 10 years before I became a content creator. I don't know why I changed my date. I think because I changed I used to be under another name, and now it's all in Echelon Lifestyle. But yeah, this is what I've been doing too, guys. Let's continue.
Hey, even on a tight budget. By the end of this video, You'll know exactly what you need, why you need it, how to use it, and where the amateurs make mistakes that cost them everything. This is your complete survival blueprint for the scenario nobody wants to talk about, but everyone should be ready for. Let's get into it. Number 11, long-term food supply. When the power dies, your entire food situation flips overnight. That refrigerator full of groceries, you've got maybe 4 hours before it turns into a science experiment. Your freezer, 48 hours tops if you don't open it. And that microwave dinner you were planning? Yeah, that's just a frozen brick of disappointment now. This is where having a proper long-term food supply goes from smart to absolutely essential. And I'm not talking about tossing a few boxes of crackers in the pantry and calling yourself prepared. I mean building an actual
He is
calorie-dense,
so right, guys.
nutrient-rich,
That's not gonna cut it.
shelf-stable food
He's right.
stockpile that can feed you and your family for a full 90 days without access to electricity or fresh food. Here's what you need to understand. The average person needs somewhere between 1,500 and 2,500 calories per day just to maintain basic function. Multiply that by 90 days, and you're looking at a minimum of 135,000 calories per person. Suddenly, that case
This
of
is my
ramen doesn't
survival
look quite
book,
so
guys,
impressive,
right
does it?
here.
Let's start
I
with the
have
rock
everything in
stars of
here.
emergency food.
Please write it down.
Freeze-dried meals. Brands like Mountain House and ReadyWise have completely revolutionized emergency food prep. You literally just add water, hot or cold, and within minutes, you've got beef stroganoff, scrambled eggs, or chili mac that actually tastes good. No, really, I've done blind taste tests with these, and people are shocked. These meals are sealed in Mylar pouches, they're lightweight, and they last up to 25 years on the shelf. That means you buy them once, rotate them occasionally, and you've got food security for literally decades. The best part is the efficiency. One pouch typically provides 500 to 800 calories, and you're getting real protein, carbs, and even vegetables. It's not just survival food, it's food that keeps you functioning at a high level. Now let's talk about the foundation of any serious food storage. Rice, pasta, beans, and oats. These are your carbohydrate carriers, and they're
Pardon me, guys. I want to show you what I have. This is the company that I got my 25-year storage food from. And I've been had this already, guys, for probably, I have bought one box probably 6 years ago. And about maybe 3 years ago, I got another box. And it has a lot of items in it, but I can't take everything out. But this is the company that you will want to search out for that, okay? Let's continue. In case of a power outage.
and they're absolutely essential because they're cheap, they store forever when done right, and they're insanely versatile. White rice stored properly in Mylar bags with oxygen absorbers can last 30 years. 30 years. Pasta, same deal. Oats, same deal. Dried beans, 25 to 30
And this right here lasts 25 years. This is the company where you get it from, okay?
years. For about $100 to $200, you can buy enough of these staples to feed one person for 90 days. Stack Mylar bags in 5-gallon buckets, label them, and forget about them until you need them. But here's the thing nobody tells you about bulk grains. Themselves, they're boring as hell. That's why you need to pair them with canned goods. Canned meats like tuna, chicken, and salmon, canned beans, vegetables, soups, and stews. These are your protein sources, your flavor boosters, and your morale savers. After
Right.
2 weeks of eating plain rice, a can of black beans with some chili powder and a little canned tomato becomes a gourmet meal. Trust me.
Facts, because you do not want to eat the rice just by itself. So they have other canned like diced Italian tomatoes, um, just tuna, whatever that you can mix in with it because rice turns into starch. And this is for any diabetics that we may have, okay? Remember, my channel is all in alkaline lifestyle. Thank you. Let's
The
continue.
psychological impact of eating something that actually tastes good during a crisis cannot be overstated. Canned food also requires zero preparation. Pop the top and eat. This matters when you're exhausted, your fuel supply is low, or you just can't deal with cooking. Get the pull tab cans whenever possible, because finding a can opener in the dark when you're hungry and stressed is not fun. Now let me share 2 items that might seem basic, but are absolute game changers. Peanut butter and powdered milk. Peanut butter is survival
Yes,
gold.
peanut butter and
It's
powdered
packed with
milk,
healthy
guys. I
fats,
have that on
protein,
deck
and enough calories to
already.
keep you moving even when you're running on fumes. A single tablespoon has about 100 calories, and it doesn't need refrigeration even after you open it. Keep a dozen jars in your pantry and rotate them as you use them. You'll thank me when you need quick energy and everything else requires cooking. Powdered milk might not win any awards for glamour, but it's ridiculously useful. It gives you calcium, protein, and it's a total game changer when you're making instant mashed potatoes, mac and cheese, oatmeal, or even just a cup of coffee. Get the kind that stores well and learn how to reconstitute it properly. It'll never taste exactly like fresh milk, but it beats the alternative, which is nothing. And if you want the absolute simplest option, emergency food buckets are where it's at. These are prepackaged, stackable buckets filled with full freeze-dried meals that just need water. No measuring, no portioning, no thinking. Just open,
Hey
add
guys, I
water,
know I
eat.
have powdered milk. I went
Companies
to go
like
look for
Augustin
it
Farms,
in the
Legacy
pantry,
Food
but I'll
Storage,
get it
and
and I'll
ReadyWise
use
sell
that
these
for
in
my
30-day, 60-day, and
my
90-day supplies.
backdrop.
They're designed specifically
I
for
know you guys
long-term
know what it
emergencies
is,
and
but
maximum convenience.
a lot of
Yes, they
people just
cost
don't
more
buy
up front,
it.
but the peace of mind is worth it. When everything around you is chaotic,
Look at all
being
that
able to
goodness
grab a
right
bucket
here.
and know you have 30 days of food ready to go is priceless. Here's the bottom line. Food isn't just fuel. It's comfort. It's normalcy. It's the thing that keeps you sane when the world
That's
feels like it's
garlic,
falling apart. Without a solid
cabbage,
food supply,
sweet
everything else gets harder.
peppers,
You can't think clearly. You can't make
zucchini
good decisions.
squash.
You can't take care of your family. So stock up now before the shelves are empty.
Guys, I feel so very blessed to have had a auntie that lived really off the land. She canned everything. That's how I know about how to store stuff. She canned fish. She had a fig tree. She had chickens. I was living in Miami. My mom was sending me and my brothers there for the summer. I was the only girl at the time. So I was we got loose when we got in Georgia because my mom would not, she's protected of us being in Miami. We was in a certain neighborhood, so we were always just inside of the neighborhood. We couldn't go out unless it was family. So when we went to Georgia, my aunt, she even had an outhouse, guys. She didn't have a bathroom in the house, and the house was so huge, like a Victorian house, and it sat on a large piece of land. They own, I think, 5 acres. This is in Georgia. And it was all land, and then you had the weed. We used to run in the wheat fields. Um, she used to have us to go pick eggs out of the chicken coop, guys. I'm telling you, I am all woman, but I've done a lot of things that you probably wouldn't think I've done looking at me. But I can be whatever I need to be when I need to be it. Not fake or phony, but in all honesty, I don't mind. I'm a person that loves virtualness. I love to and do different things, but I'm so glad I know about these things. This is why I teach it to you. Take it or leave it. Let's continue.
Empty, and you're left with nothing but regret and an empty pantry. Number 10, water storage and purification systems. You can go weeks without food if you absolutely have to. Your body will burn through fat stores.
Yes, you can, because it's that thing called fasting. Fasting. I'm doing a salad fast now as we speak. I'm only eating greens, guys. Go green. GREEN. Go green. Because I'm fasting. Because I'm getting which my system is already set. It's going to be really, really hard for you people, for you people that depend on lunch, breakfast, and dinner. And it's okay because some people just have to eat like that. I understand the difference in low blood sugar. You have to eat certain things. Diabetes, things like that. But what I'm saying is, you have to get not so comfortable with food. Don't love it so much. Learn to let your tummy. You have to train your tummy. Is what I'm trying to say. Like the military do, they put you in boot camp before you go off into the big thing. Yeah, let's continue.
Slow your metabolism, keep you alive. Water? You've got 3 to 5 days tops before things get really bad, really fast. When the power goes out and the municipal water system stops pumping, that tap you casually turn on every day becomes useless. You're officially off the water grid, and hydration becomes priority number one.
Yeah.
Here's the math you need to know. The standard recommendation is 1 gallon of water per person per day. That covers drinking, basic cooking, and minimal hygiene. For a 90-day
I actually drink a gallon a day, but I can sacrifice it and use half for bath, for cooking and things like that if I have to. But I drink a lot. I drink really more than I eat, guys. I've always been that way. And I've always been a healthy eater. As far as veggies, I always ate my veggies. Let's continue.
day blackout, one person needs 90 gallons. A family of four needs 360 gallons. Yes, that's a lot. Yes, you need it. Let's talk storage. We've got a few options here. 55-gallon water barrels are the gold standard if you have the space. They're food grade, stackable, and you can fill them from your
Oh,
tap before an
this
emergency
is what they
hits.
use over in
Add
Africa
a water preserver concentrate to
or
keep the
places
water
that don't
fresh
have
for up to 5
indoor
years.
water
If you don't have
thingies.
space for big barrels, go with multiple 5 to
Oh,
7 gallon
I need to
containers.
get two of these.
Aquatainer and Reliance are solid brands. You can tuck these in closets, under beds, in the
I'm gonna
garage,
get two of
wherever.
these
The
guys
key
this
is
weekend.
actually filling them before you need them. An empty water container
Ah,
does you zero good. But here's the reality check. Even if you store 100 gallons, you're gonna need a way to purify additional water because barrels
what do we
run dry.
use? Vinegar
Rainwater,
or
river
baking
water, and
soda?
pond water are not safe to drink without treatment. This is where portable water filters save your life.
I think they have a thing you can
LifeStrong,
pour in
Sawyer
it.
Mini, and Katadyn filters are small, lightweight, and incredibly effective. They remove 99.99% of bacteria and parasites. You can
Okay.
fill a bottle from a questionable source, run it through the filter, and drink it. These filters are good for thousands of gallons. They don't require power,
Okay,
and they're
cool.
small enough to keep in a bug out bag. I keep 3 of these in my preps because redundancy matters. If one breaks, gets lost, or gets contaminated, I've got
Right.
backups. For a more set it and forget it option, water purification tablets
That's what
or
I was talking
drops
about right here,
are your
guys.
low effort miracle.
But I will take the
Brands like
filter over
Potable
that.
Aqua and Aquatabs are cheap, lightweight, and effective. Drop one tablet in a liter of water, wait 30 minutes, and it's safe to drink. These are perfect for bug out bags or as a backup when
I'll
your
use them
filter
for
isn't
bug out
available.
bags.
The downside is they can leave a slight chemical taste, but honestly, when you're thirsty enough, you won't care. Now let's talk about actually moving water. If you have to hike half a mile to a stream or collect rainwater, you need a way to transport it back to your shelter. Collapsible water containers are clutch for this. They fold flat for storage, expand to hold multiple gallons, and they're easy to carry. I recommend having at least 2 or 3 of these in different sizes. And don't forget about rainwater collection. If you've got gutters on your house, set up a simple system with a 55-gallon drum and a screen to filter out debris.
I was just about to say because I never really looked it up, honestly, guys. I don't know. I don't claim to know everything because nobody on this earth knows everything. I was wondering how do you even catch rainwater? I know maybe like over in South Africa and places like that, they know how to catch rainwater. But I was wondering, and he just said it because the gutters, like coming out of the front door or back door, you know how they like this, and the water comes down. This is what he's saying. This is how they catch rainwater. So let's continue to see what he says to complete the task.
Rainwater isn't automatically safe to drink, but run it through a filter or purify it with tablets, and you've got a renewable water source that doesn't require you to leave your property.
Well, if it's real rainwater, I would drink it. I wouldn't fear that. It's coming from alkaline. Let's continue.
Here's the truth. Water is non-negotiable. You can survive discomfort, cold, even hunger for
It's
a
just
while.
funny how he
But
said it,
without
guys.
water, everything
Non-negotiable.
shuts down fast. Your body
He's not
stops functioning.
lying.
Your brain gets foggy. You make bad decisions. And in a survival scenario, bad decisions can be fatal. Store as much as you can. Have multiple ways to purify more. Treat every drop like the liquid gold it is. Because when the taps run
This
dry,
is gold,
water
guys. This
becomes
is worth
the
more
most
than money.
valuable resource you own.
This right here?
Number 9, solar
Yeah.
generator and battery bank.
You didn't know?
You've got food, you've got
Well, I
water,
just told
you're
you.
fed and hydrated. But when the sun goes down and your house turns into a pitch black cave of silence, reality hits hard. You need power. Not for luxury, for survival.
How many of you watched the movie Anne Franks, The Diary of Anne Franks, that they when they lived in the attic for 3 years? Yeah, if you haven't, watch it this weekend and look how they survived. Learn from them. And I know that movie step by step by step. The Diary of Anne Franks. Let's continue.
Because some things absolutely have to stay charged. Flashlights, emergency radios, medical devices, phones for communication. These aren't nice to haves, they're need to haves. And this is where a solar generator becomes one of the smartest investments you can make. Forget the old school gas guzzling, noisy, fume spewing generators. I'm talking about clean, quiet, sun powered portable power stations from brands like Jackery, Bluetti, EcoFlow, and Goal Zero. These things are absolute game changers. You set up a solar panel in the sun, plug it into your power station, and boom, you're generating electricity from nothing but
I have to
sunlight.
look into this
No
right here too,
fuel,
guys.
no fumes, no noise. These units can power your devices for days and recharge every time the sun comes out. Here's what you can run off a decent solar generator: phones, tablets, laptops, LED lights and lamps, rechargeable battery chargers, emergency radios, portable fans, a mini fridge if you size your system right, CPAP machines for people with sleep apnea.
Oh
Even
yeah, and
small
oxygen
electric cooking
machines.
appliances like a hot plate
Yeah.
or Instant Pot, if you
See,
have
see,
enough
wait,
capacity.
one moment, guys. One moment.
The
One
key is
moment.
understanding why.
See how important this is? Someone could be on a respiratory machine or a heart machine. I'm an ex-heart patient, so I guess it just you know what? It depends on what you've been through in life in order to think of these things. And I'm not being mean or anything by sharing this with you like you don't know, because some people do and some don't. It's for the ones that don't know. So, or you may have family members that you have to look after in case of anything with the power outage going out, so you can know how to help them too, okay? Okay, let's continue.
Wattage and capacity.
Remember, humanity is alkaline because it's life.
A 500 watt hour unit will
Excuse
charge your
me.
phone dozens of times. A
Oh, check this
2000 watt
out.
hour unit can keep your critical systems running for days. Do your homework. Calculate
Thank
what
you.
you actually
Do your
need to power
homework.
and buy accordingly. And here's a pro tip: layer your power systems. Get a large solar generator as your main hub. Then add several
Guys, I
smaller
really
solar
like
powered
this.
battery
I'm gonna
banks as
get
backups.
this.
These compact devices are the size of a brick. They charge from sunlight or USB during the
Oh my God. Wait, are you
day, and they
serious?
give you enough juice to charge phones, tablets, or run small lights at night.
Wow.
Some even come with built-in flashlights and multiple charging ports. Throw one in your bug-out bag, one in your car, and one in your emergency kit. You'll never regret having too much backup power. Now, let's talk about the
Guys,
stuff
these are the
everyone
two that I
forgets:
have.
cables,
See
adapters,
here,
and
the white
rechargeable
one he just
batteries.
showed. Get that off.
Because the one
And then I
time you
have this one.
desperately
This is
need your
my big
flashlight,
boy one. This thing
it'll
is
have
heavy,
dead batteries,
guys.
and you'll only have double A's when
Let me
it
show
needs
you.
triple
As he
A's.
said, it has a light on it.
Keep a dedicated
Mine has a
organizer
light.
bag with spare
Let me
charging
show
cables
you.
for USB-C, micro
I
USB,
can plug a
Lightning,
hot plate
plus
in
a
and cook off
variety
of this
of wall
prong right
adapters and
here.
car chargers.
Right here.
Stock up on
And then I can
rechargeable
charge
AA,
two here.
AAA, C,
See how it
and
works?
D batteries.
So
Get a
I'm
good
telling
battery
you, I
charger that
have
can
all of
run
my
off your
things. I still
solar
could get more
generator.
things than I am.
This is how you future-proof
But I'm
your
just showing
entire
you
power
guys
setup
how
and
important
avoid
it
those
is.
rage-inducing moments when you have the power, but not the right connector. Let me give you a real-world example from my own life.
I would love to get
Back in
some lanterns.
2017, we had a week-long power outage after a major ice storm. I had a solar generator, a panel, and a stockpile of rechargeable batteries.
I have a
While my
stockpile of
neighbors were in the
batteries.
dark by day 2, I was charging phones, running lights, and keeping our emergency radio powered the entire time. It wasn't about comfort. It was about staying informed, staying
Right.
connected, and maintaining some level of normalcy when everything else was chaos. That's the power of being prepared. Here's the deal: when everything goes dark, power is what keeps you connected to the outside world. It's what lets you get emergency alerts, call for help, or just talk to family. It's what keeps your mental health intact, because you're not sitting in total darkness spiraling into case scenarios. Invest in solar
You
power.
also want to
Stock up
have
on
a
batteries.
AM
Keep your
FM
systems redundant
battery operated
because the sun
radio to
rises every
see.
day,
This is a
but your
miniature,
phone
guys.
won't charge
You can
itself.
find these
Speaking of
anywhere.
free research, I want to take just a moment to share something I put together specifically for people who are serious about getting ready but might feel overwhelmed by where to start. Because here's what I've learned in over a decade of prepping. The number one thing that stops people from getting ready isn't lack of desire. It's feeling like they need a huge budget or a ton of time or some special
Right,
knowledge.
this is not
And that's just
true.
not true.
You get a little bit
Look, I
as you
created a
go.
completely free guide that breaks down exactly how to turn $50 into a 90-day food
Excuse
supply.
me.
Yes, $50. This isn't some theoretical
Did you hear
plan.
that?
It's the
50
exact
bucks.
shopping list I've used and refined over the years with specific brands, specific prices, and step-by-step.
Guys, I'm gonna pause this for a sec. I saw him burning the wood. I have trees in my backyard. If you've been with me long enough, you can see, and I have a huge backyard. So if we have to start cutting those trees down for wood to burn things, that's a good thing. I don't have to go out of my space to get wood. But wood is a great thing to have if you have a home. Um, to have on deck for cooking, for keeping warm, or anything like that. Let's continue.
Instructions that work whether you live in a house or an apartment. This guide includes
Look
the
how
exact $50
beautiful
shopping list that feeds
carrots,
your family for 90 plus days.
cauliflower. Look, guys,
Specific brands and
pickles.
prices included, so there's no guesswork. 37 essential preparedness items most people never think to stockpile, and number 23 will genuinely surprise you. The simple storage trick that works in any home or apartment, even if you have zero space. Emergency meals you can make with zero cooking fuel or electricity required. The gas station snack that's perfect for bartering if things get really bad. A
Check it out, guys.
step-by-step guide for scaling up from 1 week to 3 months with confidence. Storage strategies to keep your supplies organized and fresh for years. And the one oil that stays shelf-stable and safe long-term. This is all yours completely free. I'm not selling anything here. This is just me sharing what I've learned so you can protect your
He could have
family.
charged you guys
If
for
you
this
want this guide,
information, but
the
he
link is in the
didn't.
description below or in the pinned comment. Just click it, tell me where to send it, and it's yours. No credit card, no catch. Just actionable information you can use right now. Number 8, lighting solutions. Now that you've
Hold
got
on, guys. It's called 11 Must Have Preps to Survive 90 Days when power go out. That's where you can find in the description. If you guys want this his free guide, you can get that from there, okay? Let's continue.
Power to charge things, what about the power to actually see where you're going when it's pitch black and your house feels like a horror movie set? Because when the grid goes.
Oh, guys, I gotta show you guys how to make a homemade candle. I can tell you right now, it's 3 items. You will need olive oil, cotton balls, and like the little dollar store candles. You will need that to stick on top. That's all you need, guys. And I'll make it for you guys. No worries. Let's continue.
Goes down for real, that cute little table lamp doesn't do squat. You need
It
lighting
should
solutions
look.
that don't rely on electricity or wishful thinking. And while candles might feel nostalgic and cozy, they're a fire hazard waiting to happen. Plus, they melt faster than your patience in a blackout. What you really
Yeah.
need are tools that last, don't guzzle power, and light up your world with serious efficiency. Let's start with solar lanterns. These are the unsung
Oh, I
heroes
have
of
lots of those.
post-apocalyptic mood
Solar.
lighting. They charge during the day by sitting in a sunny window or hanging outside. Then at night, they give you soft but bright light that can last for hours. Some models go all night on a full charge. Many come with USB ports so you can also use them to charge your phone or radio, which
I
makes
never
them
knew that. I'm not gonna
multitasking
lie.
champions.
I never
Brands
knew
like
that.
Empowered, Lucy, and Goal Zero Lighthouse are fantastic.
Lucy
Plus, no
Lighthouse.
fuel, no noise, no mess. Just
Lucy
sunshine and
Lighthouse.
good vibes. Next, LED flashlights. Not your grandpa's flashlight that eats
It
batteries like
could be
candy
my
and dimly
grandpa's
lights up the room.
flashlight.
Modern
That was that
EV
hard
street lights
silver
are
flat, that heavy
insanely bright,
flashlight. You guys
incredibly
remember
efficient,
that?
and they
With the
last for
round big
years.
thing?
A high-quality LED flashlight can light up your entire backyard
Grandpa's
or help you
flashlight.
navigate in total darkness without draining batteries in an hour. I'm talking about brands like Streamlight, Phoenix, and Anchor. Get one for every
Phoenix
room,
is very
one in
good.
your
All of
car,
them are,
one
guys.
in your
This is
go bag,
important.
and one under your pillow like a true
This is
prepper.
really, really
Pair them with
important, okay?
rechargeable
I hope you
batteries
guys
and
are
a
paying
solar charger,
attention
and
and
you've
that you
got a
will watch
sustainable
from
lighting
beginning to
setup for
end
months.
and take
Now, let me
note.
tell
I
you
have my
about
notes over
headlamps.
here.
If you've never won one, this is going to change your life. Hands-free lighting is a luxury in normal times and an absolute lifesaver in a blackout. Cooking, fixing something, walking around after dark, reading. A headlamp lets you do it all
I
without
have
trying
it
to hold a
here,
flashlight
guys.
in your
All of my
teeth
things
like
here,
Survivor's
okay?
Pirate. They're
See
lightweight,
this? And this is
adjustable,
not
and
everything.
most
This is
modern
just what I've
ones are
showed you
LED with
on this
rechargeable batteries. Get a
broadcast.
couple of these, and you'll wonder how you ever lived without them. But what if the sun's not out, batteries are drained, and you still need light? That's where crank powered lights come in. You literally just crank them up by hand. No sunlight, no batteries, no excuses. A couple of minutes of cranking gives you enough light to get through whatever weird scenario the blackout throws at you. Plus, it's weirdly satisfying, like an old school workout meets emergency preparedness. Brands like Eaton and Running Snail make solid crank lights that also include radios and phone chargers. And finally, don't overlook the humble glow stick.
Oh, I
Sure,
have
they're
some of
not lighting up
those.
a room, but they're amazing for signaling, marking paths, or just
You can
giving
stock up
yourself or
on
your
these. They
kids
have
a
a, you
comforting
guys
glow
buy
at
them for the
night.
club. You can
Crack
buy them
one,
for a
toss
power
it in your
outage,
tent or
right? Right.
hallway, and boom, you've got ambient light for hours. They're cheap, they're fun, and they're surprisingly useful. Keep a stash of them in different colors. Bottom line, light isn't just about visibility. It's about safety, comfort, and maintaining your mental
Mental
health when
health.
the world goes dark. A
Right.
well-lit shelter keeps spirits high, accidents low, and your mental health intact when it feels like night lasts forever. Don't cheap out on lighting. Your future self will thank you. Number
That's
7,
right, with your future
multi-tools and
self.
manual
Do it
tools.
for your
You got
future
food,
self,
water, power,
guys.
and light. You're doing great. But now it's time to talk about the tools that keep everything running when the world decides to hit Control Alt Delete on civilization. Because when there's no power, no repair crew, and no YouTube tutorials to fix what just broke,
No
it's
YouTube
you versus
tutorials,
everything.
guys.
And you better come armed with
You
more
better
than
come
duct tape
on.
and
My
hope.
garage got all this
This is
like
where
that
manual
lined up.
tools and multi-tools
In
become
the
the best friends.
garage.
Let's start with the holy grail, the multi-tool. If survival had a Swiss Army knife moment, this is it. Leatherman, Gerber, SOG. Pick your brand, get a good one. One
Leatherman's been
tool,
around
endless
forever.
possibilities. You got pliers, screwdrivers, blades, scissors, wire cutters, bottle openers, saws,
Check that
sometimes
out,
even a file or
guys.
ruler.
Check it
Whether
out.
you
You
need
get
to fix
all
a
this
broken
in
hinge,
one.
open a stubborn can, slice rope,
Good
cut
deal.
wire, tighten the screw, or MacGyver your way out of some weird situation, a solid multi-tool has your back. And it fits in your pocket. I keep one on me at all times because I've used mine for everything. From field repairs to food prep to emergency gear fixes. It's the one
Food
tool
prep. Oh,
you
yeah,
can't
in the
afford
time.
not to
Okay,
have.
guys. She's already.
Now let's talk about something stupidly simple and mission
Stupidly
critical.
simple.
Manual can opener.
Why would you call it
Seriously, you can have a
stupidly
pantry stacked with
simple?
200 cans of glorious food, but if you can't open them,
Hold on, wait,
they're just
guys, because I think he may say this. I have cousins I've seen use a knife, and they go around like this. They put the knife like that, and you do that, and they go all the way around. Opens. Let's see if this is what he's gonna
staring at
say.
metal cylinders of frustration. Electric can openers are out. That crappy one from college that barely works? Get a high quality, easy turn manual can opener that won't jam or make you rage quit halfway through dinner. I recommend the Easy Does It or the Swing Away. They're built like tanks and they actually work. You'll thank yourself when you're eating chili by candlelight. Next up, an axe or hatchet. When there's no gas, no electricity, and no central heating, your ability to process
Oh, I
firewood
think I have
becomes
a
critical.
axe. I
You'll
got
need it to
one.
chop firewood, clear fallen branches, build shelter if necessary, or even basic self-defense if things go sideways. A quality
Hey,
hatchet like a Fiskars or Husqvarna can handle cutting,
be like the
splitting,
axe
and
man.
smashing. Just remember to keep it sharp, respect it, and don't swing it around unless you actually know what you're doing. I learned that lesson the hard way in my
Like
early
a
20s when I
machete.
nearly took out my own shin trying to look cool at a campsite. And now for something people forget about until it's too late, a hand crank radio. This little device is more powerful than it looks. It gives you access to NOAA weather alerts, AM and FM broadcasts, and emergency information even when the rest of the world is offline.
See this,
Portland
guys?
also charges
You don't
devices
want
by
to swing it
USB, has
around,
a built-in
okay?
flashlight,
Unless
and
needed. I
picks
got
up
to
weather
sharpen
alerts
this.
automatically. Brands
Yeah,
like
I have
Midland,
a
Eaton, and Running Snail make
educational
excellent
purposes
models.
only.
The crank means you never need batteries. Just a couple of minutes of cranking gives you hours of listening time. When information is scarce and rumors are flying, having access to real news and weather updates can be the difference between making a smart decision and a fatal mistake. Here's the deal. When everything goes manual, these tools aren't just helpful, they're essential. They keep your systems running, your shelter stable, and your sanity intact. Think of them as your survival Swiss army. You might not use them every day, but when you need them, you really need them. Stock up now and learn how to use them before the
Yes,
lights go
guys,
out.
there you go.
Number 6, hygiene and sanitation supplies.
Oh, yes,
All right,
let's
we've
not
covered
leave that
food,
out.
water,
That is very
power,
important
light, and
because you don't
tools.
want to catch
Now let's
bacteria,
talk about
any
something way
infections.
less glamorous but absolutely
Due to a
vital.
power outage, anything
Hygiene
can
and
happen.
sanitation.
And guys, this is
Because
not
when
a
the
fear
world goes
factor.
dark, dirty,
It's just
and inconvenient,
educational.
staying
Take
clean
note.
isn't just about feeling
Don't
fresh.
take it for a
It's about
joke
preventing disease, avoiding infection,
so
and
you don't
maintaining your
choke
health when there's no doctor to call.
and
Let me
stay
be blunt.
woke.
When the power goes out and the plumbing stops working, things get grim
Excuse me.
fast. That lovely morning shower? Gone.
Yes.
Brushing your teeth at the sink?
Brushing
Not
the
happening.
teeth, yes.
Flushing the toilet?
I'm going to make
Yeah,
sure it
about
happens
that.
for me because I
But
cannot
don't
go like
panic.
that.
With the right supplies, you can stay way cleaner than you'd expect,
There you
even when you're
go.
living like it's the 19th century. First up, the ultimate survival hack: wet wipes and hand sanitizer. These are your pocket-sized showers. Need to clean your hands after dealing with something gross? Wet wipes. Want a quick face refresh after a long day? Wet wipes. Can't access a bathroom but
And
need to
make sure
handle
you
personal
have
hygiene?
this
Wet
on
wipes
deck,
have your back.
guys.
They're compact,
I have like 50
shelf-stable,
cans of
worth their
this.
weight in gold during a blackout. Stock up on multiple packs. The unscented ones are best because strong fragrances get old fast when you're using them daily.
True story.
Hand sanitizer is your second line of defense.
Probably like
A few
100
pumps
of
of that
those,
magical germ-killing liquid gives you
if
peace
not
of
more.
mind when soap and water aren't available. Get the kind with at least 60% alcohol for maximum effectiveness. Keep bottles everywhere. Your car, your plug-out
70%
bag, your
alcohol.
kitchen,
This is what
your
I have.
bathroom. You can
That
never
I'm
have
sure
too
you guys
much.
used to.
Now let's talk about the elephant
Not
in
the
the room.
Bath and
Waste
Body
disposal.
Work kind. You want to get the
Specifically,
ones that
human
does
waste.
the work,
When
not
there's
make you
no
smell
running water and the
good when the
toilet won't
power is
flush,
out.
you need a plan. And that plan starts with
Okay.
heavy-duty trash bags.
Thank you.
Industrial strength, thick, leak-proof bags. You'll need them for garbage, for waste containment, and for keeping
Oh,
things
I have
sanitary when
those
normal
too.
disposal methods aren't available. Double bag
One
everything.
moment, guys.
Your nose?
Letting you know the exact minute you'll need a jacket, an umbrella, or some flip-flops.
Before things turn messy, with spot-on alerts wherever you are. There are no surprises when you stay ready with the Weather Authority. Always watching, always tracking.
Okay, guys, I'm sorry. I'm going to start it back now. I wanted to show you guys something. Give me one momento because I need to show you how big they are. Look at this, guys. See the bags that you have? Okay, we're going to start here. I'm going to bring it across. Look how long it is. I'm going to bring it all the way across so you see my hand on the other side. Look. See how long that is? Yeah, I have those too. Let's continue because you will need these. You could use it for a raincoat. You know how you could just tear the arms out and the head, like cover your body if need be. Or if you get a leakage or something in your roof, things like that. And make sure you have that duct tape too as well, okay? Let's continue.
Well, thank you. For a more dignified solution, get a portable camping toilet or set up a bucket system with heavy-duty liners. Portable toilets aren't just for camping. They're essential when there's no flushing and you want to avoid creating a health hazard in your backyard. Brands like Reliance and Luggable Loo make affordable bucket toilets with snap-on lids and disposable liners. Pair it with waste treatment powder to neutralize odors and break down waste, and you've got a functional bathroom system that doesn't make you want to cry. For women, don't forget feminine hygiene supplies. Stock up on pads, tampons, menstrual cups, or whatever products you normally use. This isn't optional, it's essential. Consider reusable options like cloth pads or menstrual cups for long-term sustainability.
He's right, guys. It's essential for that. Pardon me one moment. Let's see if this still works. See, guys, I have tons of this stuff. Like I said, I've already uploaded and show you guys this over and over and over. But I also have bought more. Let me show you one other thing. I love this one right here, guys. Check it out. Look how bright. Hold on. Look how bright this thing is, guys. This is what you need, okay? This right here, all it takes is batteries. It's like turning on the light in your house. But they only have them like at the, I get mine from the UPS store, which is Mailbox, etc. I never seen these like in Walmart or anything, but just research it and see where you can find these at. But this is very heavy, so you want to get this right here, guys, in case there's a power outage. And it flips on and off just like a light. Let's continue.
While we're on the subject, portable bidets exist, and they're amazing. A squeeze bottle
Yes,
from
they are
battery-powered bidet
amazing.
gives you a way to stay clean without relying on endless supplies of toilet paper. Let's talk about the basics that keep you human. Toothpaste, toothbrushes, soap, deodorant, shampoo. No running water? No problem. Waterless soaps and no-rinse body washes exist. Dry shampoo is your best friend when you can't wash your hair for weeks. Keep a solid stash of...
No, you should be able to, if you don't have any shampoo on deck and you run out, you can always use your soap. So that's a form of shampoo. And if it really, really gets down dirty, or dirty gritty, however they say it, you can use this detergent as long as it's Dawn. Anything that can clean your hair and keep bacteria out of your systems, okay, from forming. Let's continue. And then with toothpaste, you can use baking soda and peroxide, one or the other, or both if you have them. Or either if you don't have that and it gets worse to worse, hey, use vinegar. Okay, let's continue.
Stash of toothpaste and toothbrushes because dental hygiene matters more than you think. A toothache during a prolonged blackout is hell on earth. Trust me, you want to avoid. Here's the bottom line. Hygiene isn't about vanity, it's about health. Poor sanitation leads to disease, infection, and illness. And when medical help isn't available, a simple infection can become life-threatening. Keep yourself clean, manage waste properly, take care of your body. Because survival isn't just about staying alive. It's about staying functional and healthy enough to keep going day after day. Number 5, warmth and shelter supplies. When the power goes out and the cold sets in, survival isn't just about staying alive. It's about staying warm. Because hypothermia doesn't care about your preps. It doesn't care
I
how
would
much
make my
food
hot
you
tea
have
that
or how
way.
many flashlights you own. If you can't maintain your core body temperature, nothing else matters.
Excuse me.
Let's talk about emergency Mylar blankets first. These things are absolute lifesavers. They're lightweight, compact, waterproof, and they reflect up to 90% of your body heat back to you. That's insane. You can fold one into a packet the size of a deck of cards,
I have to check
toss
this
it in your
out right
bag,
here,
and
guys.
forget about it until you need it.
I got my other
Then,
phone.
when
Let me
temperatures
screenshot
drop,
this.
you wrap up in it, and suddenly you're not losing heat to the environment.
Got it.
I keep a dozen of these stashed everywhere.
Okay.
Cars, bug-out bags, emergency kits, even coat pockets. They cost like $2 each, and they can legitimately
You
save
see
your life.
that?
But let's be real. A Mylar blanket is an emergency stopgap. For extended cold weather survival, you need a proper cold weather sleeping bag. And I don't mean that old camping bag from your college days that's rated for 50 degrees. I'm talking about a legit winter bag rated for at least 20 degrees Fahrenheit, preferably lower. Brands like Teton Sports, Coleman, and
Oh,
Alps
guys,
Mountaineering
I don't have
make
a sleeping
affordable bags
bag.
that will keep you warm even when it's freezing outside.
I
Pair it
need
with a
to get a
Mylar blanket
sleeping bag.
underneath for extra insulation, and you've got a sleep system that works. Now, let's talk
That's
shelter.
nice. I like
If you're
that.
stuck outside or your home becomes uninhabitable, you need a way to create a windproof, insulated space. A quality tent is your best bet. Get a 4-season tent if
Your
you can afford
best
it.
bet.
These are designed to
That's the
handle
name
wind,
of the
rain,
casino
snow, and
here
cold temperatures.
in my city and
Brands like
state.
Coleman, Eureka,
Make
and
your best
MSR
bet.
make solid options. If a tent isn't in the budget, at minimum, get heavy-duty tarps, multiple tarps. You can use them to build emergency shelters, cover supplies, create windbreaks, or patch a damaged roof. Tarps are cheap, versatile, and ridiculously useful. I always have
Yeah,
at
they
least
are.
5 or
They
6
are
of
useful.
varying
You can
sizes
get those
in my
from Home
preps.
Depot, guys.
Here's a small item that makes a massive difference. Hand and foot warmers. These little chemical heat packs are magic. You activate them by opening the package, Stick them in your gloves or boots, and they stay warm for hours.
You know, I've never
When
had
your
to use
extremities are
these at this
freezing and you're losing
point.
dexterity in your fingers,
I heard
these
about
things
it. They
are
said they
game
really work,
changers.
so I'll just get
Stock
some
up
on
on
hand just
boxes
in
of them.
case.
They're cheap,
And if you
they
have
last
kids,
for
I
years
advise you to do
unopened,
the
and
same,
they
guys,
work
if you have
every single
kids,
time.
even for yourself as
Finally,
well.
pack extra
And
clothes
the
and waterproof
elders.
gear. Layer up with thermal base layers, fleece mid layers,
Sorry,
insulated
guys.
pants, wool socks, hats,
It's
and
the
gloves.
pollen.
The key to
Our
staying
pollen
warm is
here in
layering
Florida
because
is
you can
very
add and
high.
remove layers as needed to regulate your temperature.
Even though I'm
And
on
here's
the
something
inside, but
people forget.
I had to walk
Waterproof
earlier.
gear is just as important as insulation because staying dry is
Yeah,
critical. Wet
waterproof.
clothes suck heat away from your body at an alarming rate and can lead to hypothermia even in moderate temperatures. A good waterproof jacket and pants can be the difference between staying warm and becoming a medical emergency.
Guys, I even have waterproof Timberlands, okay? Yes, I do. And they are in excellent shape. I've been had those shoes for like over 10 years, mind you. Kid you not. They even have in the sole of the shoe to where pardon me. They even have even in the sole of the shoe the wool that keeps your feet warm. They are really nice, guys, and they're comfortable. Hold on, I'm sorry.
That's why a fully stocked first aid. Don't underestimate how dangerous cold weather can be during a prolonged power outage. Prepare now while you can. Number 4, first aid kit and medications. When the power goes out and help isn't coming, you become your own medic. There's no calling 911, no urgent care down the street, no pharmacy that's open. It's you, your knowledge, and your supplies. That's why a fully stocked first aid kit isn't optional. It's life or
Guys,
death.
I have
Let's
that.
start with the basics.
Check
Your
it
first aid
out.
kit needs
You
bandages
want a
in multiple
syringe?
sizes, sterile
And I
gauze
have other
pads,
things in here
medical tape,
that you can
antiseptic
put. I'll
wipes,
put more.
antibiotic
I have
ointment,
cutting
pain relievers
scissors
like ibuprofen
with the
and
tip to keep it
acetaminophen,
sterile.
burn cream, tweezers,
All this
scissors,
stuff, guys. I
disposable
have it.
gloves, a thermometer, and an emergency
I don't
blanket.
just talk,
That's the
guys.
foundation.
If I'm
But
telling you
honestly,
something, that
I
means I've
recommend
already
just
done
buying a
it.
pre-made first aid kit from a reputable company like Adventure
And this
Medical
is my
Kits or
Timberland
First Aid
waterproof
Only.
shoe, guys.
They've already done the work of putting together a
You see what it
comprehensive
says?
kit.
Waterproof. I've
Then
had these shoes over
customize it
20
based
years.
on
Look at
your
the
family's
shape.
specific needs.
And they're Timberlands.
Now let's talk about
I
over-the-counter
paid
medications
$187
because
years
these
ago
are
for these.
absolute must-haves. Stock up on pain relievers, fever reducers, antihistamines for allergic reactions, anti-diarrheal medication, antacids, cough and cold medicine, and electrolyte powder or tablets for rehydration.
Yep, your
These
vitamins.
seem basic until you need them and don't have them. A bad cold without access to medicine is miserable.
Yes.
Diarrhea without Imodium can lead to dangerous dehydration. A fever without Tylenol can spiral into a serious medical situation. Don't skip this. Buy extras and rotate them as they approach expiration dates. Here's the big one: prescription medications. If you or anyone in your family relies on prescription meds, you need to stockpile extra. I'm talking about insulin, blood pressure medication, inhalers, EpiPens,
I'm gonna have
thyroid
my name
medication,
disclaimer, guys.
anti-seizure medication,
But I have
whatever keeps you
ibuprofen on
alive
hand,
or
okay?
functional.
That I
Talk to your
don't have to
doctor about
take
getting an
like they
extra
said
month or
every
two
day, but I
supply
keep
for
them on
emergency
hand in case of an
preparedness.
emergency.
Some doctors
And I
can
also have
write you an extra script. Some
Koala
insurance companies allow
COVID
early refills
testing,
for emergency supplies.
just in
Do
case,
whatever you
guys.
can legally do to build up a cushion, because running out of critical medication during a 90-day blackout is not a scenario you want to face. And here's something most people don't think about. Keep an emergency first aid guide on hand. Whether it's a printed book like the American Red Cross First Aid Manual or an offline app on your phone, you need instructions for CPR, treating wounds, handling fractures, dealing with burns, recognizing signs of shock, and managing medical emergencies when professional help isn't available. Because knowing what to do can be just as important as having the supplies.
Right, and because I have allergies really bad, guys, I have 2 things of Flonase that I could also use. Okay? Because I'm allergic, so
instead of just
you
panicking.
just have to think
If
of
you have
these
the
things,
opportunity,
not
take a
panic,
class. It's worth
and
every
just do
penny.
things
Here's the reality.
strategically so you can
Injuries and illness
strategize it.
don't stop happening just because the world is falling apart. Cuts, burns, sprains, infections, stomach issues,
I have a
allergic
thermometer right?
These things still happen. And during a prolonged emergency, even minor injuries can become major problems without proper treatment.
Yes.
Be ready. Stock your kit, learn basic first aid,
And put
pray
it in
you
your
never need it,
backpack too.
but know you're prepared if you do. Number 3, alternative cooking methods. Here's something that catches people off guard during extended power outages. You've got all this food stockpiled, but how exactly are you planning to cook it? Your electric stove doesn't work. Your microwave is a useless box. Your oven is a cold, dark cave. Even if you have a gas stove, it might require electricity to ignite. Suddenly, all those dry beans and bags of rice aren't looking so appetizing when you realize you can't actually prepare them.
And I do have a prescription for what I've shown you on this channel, All in a Clown Lifestyle. Let's continue.
This is where alternative cooking methods become absolutely essential. And I'm not
Wow.
talking about just one option. You need multiple backup methods.
Yes.
Because fuel runs out, weather changes, and situations vary. Let's start with the most popular option, camping stoves. These are portable, efficient, and designed specifically for cooking without electricity. You've got 2 main types,
Wow.
propane camping stoves and liquid fuel stoves. Propane stoves like the Coleman Classic are affordable, easy to use, and run on those green 1-pound propane canisters you can buy at any hardware store. They're perfect for boiling water, cooking meals, and basically replacing your stovetop. The downside is propane canisters take up space and eventually run out. For a 90-day scenario, you'll want
This
at
is
least
what I have,
20 to 30
guys.
canisters depending on how much you cook. Store them properly in a cool, dry place away from heat sources. Liquid
For an
fuel stoves like
emergency.
the MSR
And I also have a
Light
small
run on
grill
white gas,
and a big
kerosene,
grill.
or even unleaded gasoline in a pinch. They're more versatile in terms of fuel options, and they work better in extreme cold. The trade-off is they're a bit more complex to operate and maintain.
Guys, as you can see, I don't take this lightly. This is very important. It's not about tea, gossip, or anything like that. It's about survival. You can either take it now or suffer later. And it's not a fear factor. Just be prepared for these things, okay? Let's continue.
But if you're serious about long-term preparedness, having one of these as a backup is smart. Now let's talk about something you might not have considered, a rocket stove. These ingenious devices burn twigs, small branches, and biomass incredibly efficiently. You're talking about cooking a full meal using just a handful of sticks. The design creates a super hot, concentrated fire that directs heat exactly where you need it with minimal fuel. You can buy a manufactured rocket stove like the EcoZoom or Silverfire, or you can build one yourself from concrete blocks or bricks. The beauty of rocket stoves is that your fuel source is essentially unlimited as long as you have access to wood. No propane to run out, no special fuel to buy. Just gather sticks and you're cooking. I built my first rocket stove back in 2013 and used it for an entire week to see if I could actually live off it. I cooked rice, beans, stews, boiled water, everything. And it worked flawlessly. The only downside is smoke, so you need to use it
I was just about
outdoors
to
or
say
in a
that.
well-ventilated
Yeah.
area.
Anytime you
For a
burn
simpler, more
wood,
traditional
guys, you
option,
do it outside
don't
because of
underestimate the power of
the vapor
charcoal.
of the smoke.
A small charcoal grill or hibachi can cook anything. Burgers, vegetables, boil water, heat canned food.
That is so
Charcoal
true.
is cheap, stores well, and you probably already know how to use it. Stock up on a few bags of charcoal and a chimney starter for easy lighting without lighter fluid. One bag can last you several days of cooking depending
Pardon
on...
me, guys. One moment. One moment, though, guys.
They're sleepy.
Yeah, but do they eat your chickens?
No, they don't eat my chickens.
Damn.
No, the chickens eat the feed, the bush rat.
I'm coming,
comes,
guys.
the chicken
Hi,
feed,
Garfield.
And the pipe.
Hi.
And my dog just watches.
I went to go get the charcoals, guys, but the bag,
depending on
nah,
your
it's too
usage.
heavy.
And if you
I have
really want to
charcoals
go old
already.
school, learn how to
And
build
lighter
and
fluid.
use a campfire safely. I know it sounds primitive, but a well-constructed campfire with a grate over it becomes a functional kitchen. You can boil water, cook in cast iron pots, grill food, and stay warm all at the same time. The key is safety. Clear a space, contain your fire with rocks, never leave it unattended, and make sure you can extinguish it completely when you're done. Also, keep cast iron cookware in your preps. Pots, pans, and Dutch ovens.
I have cast iron.
works
He's
on any
right.
heat source, lasts forever, and cooks food evenly.
Guys, you know that's what the cowboys used back in the day in the Indians, cast iron, especially cowboys. And I made sure that I had a set of that. I think everybody in my family has a set of cast iron cooking pans. I'm talking about from generation to generation. So he's right. But guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this. But just it's called 11 must have preps to survive 90 days when power outage go out. Just please do review the video, take note, and take it serious, guys. That's the best that I can tell you. I can only present it to you, but it's up to you to present it to yourself, okay? Thank you for joining me, All in a Clown Lifestyle.